He was warned by the elders, and his father pleaded. But Bala, he laughed at their words. He mocked the wisdom of his people and chased wealth in a faraway city. What he did not know was that pride is like a stubborn fly. It clings to the corpse until both are buried in the grave. This is the story of what happens when a son ignores his father's warning. In the northern part of Nigeria, where the broad savanna stretches under the hot sun and the wind carries the voices of forgotten ancestors, there lived a young man named Bala. His home was the village of Gombe, a place where tradition was strong and the wisdom of the elders was honored above all things. The elders of Gombe were not ordinary old men. Their wrinkled faces carried the story of storms, droughts, wars, and harvest. They knew the language of the wind, the secrets of the rivers, and the lessons written in the stars. Their words were treasures because they carried the wisdom of generations. In the village, it was said, to ignore the elders is to walk into disaster with open eyes. But Bala was different. He was young, quick, and full of fire. He was clever with his words and strong in his will. He always wanted to prove himself. Where the elders advised caution, Bala only saw fear. Where the elders spoke of faith, Bala believed he could bend the world with his own hands. He thought their wisdom was old and weak. He dreamed of a life far greater than farming millet or herding cattle. He wanted wealth, power, and respect. One scorching afternoon, Bala sat in the village square. He overheard two elders, Alhaji Musa and Baba Salihu, talking about a death in the village. The gods are angry, Baba Salihu said sadly. Abdullahi's death is a warning. Even the flies have something to teach. The stubborn ones will follow the corpse into the grave. Alhaji Musa nodded. Yes, a fly that refuses to leave the body lingers too long. It enters the grave with the dead. This is the way of stubborn people. The spirits are never pleased when wisdom is mocked. Bala laughed quietly to himself. A fly that dies with the corpse. He found the elders' words funny and foolish. He thought they were only telling riddles to control the young. That evening, Bala told his father, Kawu, about what he heard. Father, imagine this, Bala chuckled. The elders say that a fly that stays too long on a dead body will die in the grave. Is that not ridiculous? But Kawu did not laugh. His face grew heavy. My son, he said slowly, the elders do not speak foolishness. They speak from long years of watching the world. The fly is a picture. It stands for those who are too stubborn to listen, too proud to hear advice. Just like the fly that dies with the corpse, such a person destroys himself. But Bala only shook his head. I am not like that fly, father. I am strong. I will make my own way. The elders are stuck in the past. Their words cannot stop me. Kawu's old eyes filled with worry. The choice is yours, Bala. But remember, pride brings pain. You may be clever, but wisdom is greater than cleverness. Do not think you know more than those who have walked before you. But Bala dismissed his father's words. He was sure his youth and strength will carry him to success. In the days that followed, Bala prepared for a journey. He had decided to leave the village and travel to Kano. the great city of trade in northern Nigeria. The elders always said that true success came from patience, humility, and hard work. But Bala believed that boldness and ambition would bring him faster riches. One morning before the cock crowed, Bala packed his bag. He wanted to live quietly, but as he crossed the threshold of his home, his father called after him. "Bala," Cow said, his voice low and filled with hidden pain. "Remember what I told you. Life in the city is not like life here. There is greed, trickery, and danger. Do not forget the teachings of the elders. Carry patience and wisdom with you, for they are the greatest tools a man can own." But Bala only waved his hands without answering, his heart burning with excitement. Kano was a world unlike Gombe. The markets were alive with shouting traders. Horses galloped proudly. Drums and voices filled the air. Fabrics from faraway lands, spices with sweet smells, and treasures glittered everywhere. Bala was thrilled. He found work in a trader's shop. He was charming, clever, and bold, and soon people took notice of him. He grew in reputation and the city welcomed him. He began to earn money and his name started to spread. But the more Bala gained, the more he wanted. Success was not enough. He wanted power. He wanted to be greater than the elders of his village, greater than any man around him. One evening, while walking through the market, Bala met Saleh, an old neighbor from Gombe. Saleh's face was tired and his clothes were worn from hardship. "Saleh!" Bala cried with joy, shaking his hand. "You two are here in Kano." "Yes," Saleh replied. "I came to try my luck. But Bala, this city is not only filled with riches, it is filled with dangers. Men here deceive, use and destroy. I have seen men rise fast and fall even faster. Be careful, my friend. Return home while you still can." But Bala laughed. "You are so fearful, Saleh. This city is for the brave. I am already making money. All you need is ambition and the right friends." Saleh's face grew serious. "Ambition alone cannot protect you, Bala. The city swallows men whole. Do not forget the wisdom of our fathers." But Bala waved him off. He was too caught up in his dreams. Months passed, and Bala's rise was like fire. He entered big deals, met powerful men, and gained wealth. But he also grew reckless. He trusted the wrong people. He believed himself to be more intelligent than everyone. Then came the day that would change everything. A rich merchant from the south appeared. His robes shone in the sunlight, but his eyes were sharp and cruel. "I can make you richer than you ever dreamed of." The merchant said, "All I need is your trust." The deal was vague. Something about the man's smile felt dangerous. But Bala, blinded by greed, ignored the warning in his heart. He accepted. Weeks later, Bala discovered the truth. The merchant was a fraud. He vanished with Bala's money, leaving nothing behind. Bala lost everything: his fortune, his respect, and his name. Alone in a dark room, Bala trembled. He remembered his father's words. He remembered the elder's warning. The fly that clings to the corpse will die in the grave, and he realized he had been that fly. With no wealth and no pride left, Bala returned to his village. The road back to Gombe felt longer than ever. When he walked through the familiar streets, the people whispered, some shook their heads. The elders looked at him with knowing eyes. He was no longer Bala the dreamer, but Bala the broken. When he entered his father's hut, Kawu looked at him quietly. My son, he said softly, I knew this day would come. I warned you. I told you that wisdom is greater than ambition. Now you see it with your own eyes. Bala dropped to his knees. Father, forgive me. I was blind. I mocked the elders. I thought I could outsmart the world, but I was only the stubborn fly, following the corpse into the grave. Kawu placed a gentle hand on his shoulders. Mistakes do not end a man's life, Bala. It is the lessons he learns that defines him. Now you know the value of wisdom. Do not let pride destroy you again. Years passed, and Bala changed. He no longer chased after riches. Instead, he sat among the elders. He listened to their teachings and to their words. He guided the young. When a youth grew restless and mocked tradition, Bala would tell his story. I once ignored my father. I once mocked the elders. I chased after riches, but I lost everything. I was the stubborn fly that followed the corpse. Learn from me. Do not follow my path. And the people listened, for Bala's story was heavy with truth. The moral of the story: the fly that refuses to leave the corpse will surely die in the grave. Pride blinds, arrogance deafens, riches can vanish, but wisdom remains. The words of the elders are not chains, but lamp for the journey of life. And true success is not in gold or silver, but in the wisdom that saves us from destruction.